Hello folks, we come to the exercise 9.3 and the last part 10 video. We've got some very important problems over here and we'll be taking up the working of those problems. The very first 29th problem in this part says that A and G is the arithmetic mean and geometric mean of two numbers. They have not given us the numbers. They say that it is A and G which is the arithmetic mean, and they ask us to find out that the number is actually what they have given us. So we have to go about doing it. First of all, let's call the numbers as something and let's start working. For our convenience, let A comma B or any X or comma Y you can take be the numbers. And according to what they say, therefore, because the arithmetic mean is A, it means A plus B by 2 is A, and root AB is D. That's the meaning of arithmetic and geometric means. So technically this is A plus B equal to 2A. And here it is, what if we took the square, we would get AB equal to G squared. So B will become G by A squared. Let's have that substituted here. Therefore, A plus G by A, sorry, not A squared, A, G by A is 2A. Let's have it equalized into A. So you will have A squared plus G, the A will go there. So it will become 2AA. Have it on one side, A squared minus 2AA plus G equal to 0. So this is a quadratic in small a, and quadratic we know we can solve by here, because these are all unknowns, we can take the quadratic formula and get the root of a. So by formula, the quadratic root, you will get the root of this equation, you will get as minus b, which is minus 2a. So 2a plus or minus root of b squared. B squared plus for us is 4a squared minus 4a for us is 1 over here, and c for us is g, 4g by g squared. Keep there's that error. So then you have 2a, which is 2. So you can have 2a plus or minus, you can have the 4 common. So root of 4 is common, and you have root of a squared minus g squared. Root of 4 we all know is 2. So like that 2 can come out common, and then it will get cut with the denominator. So you will get so that is a plus or minus root of a minus g into a plus g. That's how we get this, and that is what they have asked us, that the numbers are. So a is this. Then you can work on the same lines and try to get the value of b also. So in order to get the value of b, we know it is g squared by, and when we work it out, it will be basically working out to the same value. So that is how we get the numbers are this. That is about the solving of 29th problem. Then we come to the 30th problem. 30th problem tells about bacteria and its multiplication. They say that there is a culture that you take where the bacteria is 30 at the start. Now after the end of 1 hour, it doubles. That is being told in the question. So they are asking us to find out the number of bacteria that will be there at the end of 2nd hour, at the end of 4th hour, and at the end of nth hour. Now when we start with 30 bacteria. So at the end of each hour, what happens is, at the end of first hour, we started with 30. So when 1 hour finishes, it will become 60. So next hour it will double, so it will become 120. Next hour it will double, it will become 240. Next hour it will double, it will become 480, and so on. That's how it is. So they ask us to find out what is it at the end of the 2nd hour and at the end of the 4th hour. You can take it up directly from here. Otherwise you can say like this, that at the end of the 1st hour, it is a here. A is 60, because at the end of the 1st hour it will be 60. Then it is doubling, so you know that R is 2. So like that we can find out at the end of 2nd hour A2. So AR by formula, that is 60 into 2, 120. Technically you can find it out like that. And then they ask us A4, same way, AR cube. So A for us is 60, and R cube means it is 2 cube. So 8, so that is 480. Then AN, AR raised to N. So 60 into 2 raised to n. If you want, you can import the 2 from there and whatever, but it's okay. This is how you get the number of bacteria at the end of the time that they have told us. That's about the problem number 30. Let's look at the problem number 31. Problem number 31 says that there is a person who is investing 500 rupees and then he is getting a compound interest of 10%. I think the question is asking what is the amount that you get after 10 years. So amount at the end of the first year, we know compound interest. We know it's, for our convenience we call it as A1. It is 500 P into 1 plus R by 100. 1 year, so 1. So this is like 500 into, when we equalize. So it is like 110 or rather 11 by 10. You could have got this cut. So 11 by 10. Then, so 500 into 11 by 10. In the next year, it will be 500 into 11 by 10 raised to 2 and so on, right? That's how it will go, because we know, we have learned that formula, 1 plus R by 100 raised to N. So, this is a GP with A as 500 into 11 by 10 and R is, you take the ratio of this. So, it will come to 11 by 10. So, therefore, at the end of 10 year, A10 is going to be A R raised to 9, which means 500 into 11 by 10 into 11 by 10 raised to 9, which is, these both are bases are same, we can add up the exponents, 500 into 11 by 10 raised to 10. There is no need to solve that because it's not possible. Rupees so much is the amount that you will be able to fetch at the end of 10 years with the given criteria. Okay, so that's about the problem number 31. Then we move to the problem number 32, which says that the arithmetic mean and geometric mean between two numbers is 3, 8 and 5. It's the arithmetic mean and geometric mean of the roots of the quadratic equation are this respectively. Yeah. So, first let's understand the question. Let the quadratic equation, what is the quadratic? Let the quadratic equation be maybe ax squared plus bx plus c and alpha comma beta be its roots, right? So, what they say that the arithmetic mean of the roots given, the arithmetic mean of the roots is 8 and the geometric mean is 5. This is given. If the roots are alpha and beta, the arithmetic mean is 8 and the geometric mean is 5. For the roots, for its arithmetic mean, we always know a and b. If they are the numbers, the arithmetic mean is a plus b by 2 and geometric mean is root ab. So, like that you have got these two things. Now, what you are going to do, it will be like writing alpha plus beta is 16 and it's like writing, if we want to square it, it is like 25. But we have learned this long back in our 10th standard that from here you can get the quadratic equation easily. The required quadratic equation is, let's have it capital, is x squared minus sum times x plus the product. Quadratic equation or quadratic polynomial equation plus product equal to 0 of roots, okay. Sum of roots, product of roots. So, therefore, x squared, sum of roots we have got minus 16x, product of roots we have got 25. So, that's about it, and that is what is required. Very good old days, we had done one whole chapter on this sum and product under quadratic polynomials in our 10th standard. So, this is how it is, and that's the end of this exercise, exercise 9.3, a huge exercise. We meet in the next video with the exercise 9.4. Thank you.